Today I'm going to show you how to make chicken breast in my Instapot. I always used to cook chicken breast in the oven or on the stove, but I definitely ran into issues with either it being super dry or just not being thoroughly cooked through all enough, and I was always very concerned about it being thoroughly cooked, so it usually came out pretty dry. But then I discovered how to cook with this amazing Instapot here. So I'm going to show you how to cook chicken breast to perfection. And so good where you can just shred it and it comes out just perfectly. Alright, so the first thing that I like to do is to first fill up my Instapot with some water. You can see here that this comes out super nice and handy, so it makes it really easy, and I like to bring it over to the sink, and I'll fill it up with probably about a couple cups of water. You really don't need that much, maybe about an inch of water in the bottom, and that is just plenty. So once I've filled up the water here, I'm going to bring it back over to my Instapot and just set it just like that. The next thing I like to do is to take the chicken breasts then and put them in the Instapot. I actually put about, what is this, like 6 or 7 chicken breasts in there. They'll fit fine, no problems whatsoever. Alright, as you can see here, that's about 6 or 7 chicken breasts. Alright, now that I'm back from washing my hands, I'm going to take the lid here, and for those of you who are not super familiar with Instapot, you can kind of just slide it on here and shift it just like that. It'll make a little dinging, chiming noise to let you know that the lid is on correctly. Then on the top here, you need to make sure that you put your lever here to the sealing position so that the pressure cooker here can pressurize. All right, now what I do, and this is super easy, I will press pressure cook, and I will increase the time to 17 minutes. Now, I like to do 17 minutes because that works out pretty well for me. I am planning on using this chicken and shredding it. So 17 minutes produces just the perfect shredding for me and the amount of chicken I have. If you do put a little bit more chicken in there, feel free to bump it up to 20 minutes. Also, if you want your chicken a little bit firmer, you can also bump it down, I would say, to 14 or 15 minutes. It'll cook really, really well. But for this case, we're doing 17 minutes, and as you can see now, my Instapot has switched to on, and it will start pressurizing. Once it's fully pressurized, it will start counting down from 17 minutes, and then we'll see the chicken once it's done. So as you can see here, the pressure cooker has started to pressurize. I have quite a bit of steam coming out of the top. Make sure not to put your hand or your head or anything near that. Also, as you can see to the right, there is the little pin that has now been pushed up and is flushed with the lid, the surface of the lid. That is showing that the pressure cooker is fully pressurizing. So as you can see here, our chicken is done. It will turn to an L with numbers that are increasing once it's done. Basically, it's slowly depressurizing the Instapot, but in this case, we're going to do a rapid decompression. So we'll come over here to our lever and we will switch it to the venting position. Make sure that you wait until your unit fully depressurizes. As you can see here, the pin to the right of the sealing lever has gone down, so that is our indication that the unit has depressurized. Now that our pressure cooker has fully decompressurized, we can remove our lid and take a look at our chicken breasts. So as I remove our chicken breasts from our Instant Pot, you can see here that literally it just shreds with a fork. That is how perfect it is. And I am going to use this shredded chicken for one of my favorite recipes. So please come back and subscribe, and you will see my next recipe with shredded chicken.